Hopefully my stream started. I have to restart my router today because I don't feel very well when I see like 65% of drop rate. I surely see it didn't help completely, but hopefully now it's showing us online. Okay. So let's hope it would be okay. Let's hope it would be for a good period of time. Okay. Let me reset my statistics. Cool. Okay, now I see that it's pretty good. Bit rates is pretty awesome. Okay. I have mixed feelings about today's stream. Yeah, it took like about 3 minutes to just start it. And before that, it took like 10 minutes to restart the router and everything. So with all the things which I was ready to start it like at 10:01, I started it like at 10:15 after all. Yeah. And my mixed feelings about today's topic. Yeah, I thought I will have time to think about it. And I thought, but the same thing, the same time I understand that yeah, I thought not enough. What I mean, today is 31st stream of my challenge. Yes, I hope it wouldn't end on 152, but it will be for at least another 110 days, correct? So I should be in peace with myself about what I will do on those streams. And in peace, I mean in harmony, and I should be fully okay with it. And it's not a question about if somebody will watch me or not. I imagined that maybe somehow someone could see that stream, go in and join it, and maybe just ask questions, and it could evolve this way. So be interested in topic I'm talking about, and yeah, getting involved, and we could just expand it naturally. Yeah, and draw to different topics and so on, so on. But the thing is that after 40 days, there are no consistent. Sometimes I see like someone join it and then drop off pretty quickly, so no communication in chat, everything. So it could happen that it would be for another 100 days for sure, and very easily. Maybe some magic tomorrow will happen and YouTube decide to recommend my stream to someone, and someone will join and yeah, find it interesting. But most probably no, you know. Yeah, I said about 3 reasons about what I learned. Just remind it very quickly as for myself as well. So I learned that it's not easy streaming itself, like talking on video to camera, not easy, not for everyone. And I understand it very clearly. Next, without additional time you spend on those streams, you will not have any success. If you mean about success, like you could involve someone to your channel or something, it will not work completely. You need to produce some other content or make your stream really engaging for someone, and it should be clear topic, like not like developer talk or developer father and just global oriented person talking about politics, religion, and everything. No, and of course software development and AI and everything. No, it should be very enjoyable topics, of course, and you should jump right to it immediately. So whoever joins will stay on the stream for at least some time, and or you should tell something which someone will create some feelings and they want to leave some comments. But it also will help, of course. But right now, my stream not about it. It's more like cozy atmosphere where I'm trying something, doing something, sometimes talking about something. So yeah. And surely I don't want to make my streams just about one topic or even some direction of the topics like software development and or chat GPT or whatever. I believe it's not what will make me feel happy. Just talk about something like that. I like to talk about multiple things, and I'm still not sure enough how to make that possible, to put it into some overall direction and make it more useful even for me, even for me, not for someone else, just for me. So what will I get from that? So I could do it's very emotionally with, do you remember second thing is it's spending some time, and third thing we come to the third thing from the yesterday. It's like gifting your energy, gifting your enthusiasm. So exchange with something, with camera, with viewers, so that all the process of exchanging, because maybe there are some streams you just said hidden camera and people doing something and everyone watching it. I'm not sure it will be like that in my case. I'm not famous person, I'm not suspicious, I'm not strange, extravagant, and so on, so on. So it will not work probably. So, but giving energy, gifting, receiving energy, etc. So doing that energy exchange, it's what making people to talk to each other, conversate, relate, and so on. What make people go outside of their home? They can go to the nature, like and see beautiful views of the nature, how waterfalls fall, like rivers flow, and snowing, foresting, and so on. So it will, but in that, when people look at these beautiful things, they will send some energy, and they receive some energy back from nature, because they like say, "Oh, I like you so much," and nature said, "Okay, look at me more. I like you as well. Here what I can do. Look at these beautiful things." And so it's dialogue. Anyway, it's like I give you some compliment, you give me some compliment or some action, like you just turn in, etc., etc. So it's always also conversation. It could be silent, very peaceful, very harmonic, but it's conversation. So I feel that like I don't have that conversation enough in my streams, at least for myself. Maybe for someone it would be normal. I feel that I'm not exchanging a lot. It's more like I look into myself and that's it, but So I'm just thinking aloud what it could be and which format it could be next, because First 40 days showed that okay, I could. The next, some days should be days of changing not the direction but the format. Maybe some new images, maybe something else. Yeah, I know that I tried to do some how I can create shorts from my video, how I could create some glasses for myself, customly printed, and it's quite interesting topics, but you should prepare for them. You should spend some time. You should put some targets for yourself. Um, I decided to be like free of the such targets. Maybe it's bad, maybe it's good, but yeah, probably I need to set some targets for sure. Like spend maybe at least 15 minutes of preparation to the stream. Maybe spend at least 2 hours, like an hour, at least 2 days a week about creating some additional video. Maybe it's from my streams like a shorts, it's okay. Or maybe just following like like a summary from my stream. Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, something should going to happen and to change. It's what I feel. So if by chance anyone will look at it, you have a chance to influence on me, and I'm asking you advice if you have one for me. So yeah, if you don't, if you look in it like after 100 days, just came to my most recent stream and see what I'm talking about, and maybe you can advise me as well. But I suggest you to just go to my latest stream because as you know maybe is or not, I'm going to stream another 100 days for sure. 112, 111. Yes, 111 days. Mm-hmm. It's nice. 111, 3 months till the next streams. Also, yeah, of course, I also could discuss some recent news with you. The one news which pretty crazy. There are a lot of crazy things going on, but the news from today, August 24. August 24, by the way, is the Independence Day in my country, in Ukraine. Um, but it's all hard topics, you know. I don't think that my country actually has any independence now. I think it's less independent country in the world, one of the less independent country in the world, and why way far behind Russia actually, way far behind in terms of free speech, of free will, or any actions people could do, um, how they could build happily their life or life of their families, how they can protect them, and so on, so on. It's not completely about it. It's opposite of independence. It's complete dependence of the people. Yeah. But yeah, maybe someone thinks that they're strong. Ukrainians are strong. They invade Russia now. But it's it's agony. I'd say agony of that war, which could continue for a long time. I don't doubt it. But it's not something which going to help. Again, it's my current thinking. I'm not say that I'm 100% sure, but it's just a feeling that yeah, they don't want a peace because peace not a good shape for them. And I'm talking about government of Ukraine and other European countries, maybe United States, I don't know. And they trying to escalate more. They go invade some Russia region. etc. At the same time, Ukrainian-owned regions are now in much more problematic state than before, because all the resources, all the army resources, which could help them protect those regions or even counterattack in those regions, all of them are sent to invade Russia regions, and Ukraine from defender become invader. I'm sorry. So yeah, but also today's evening, United States time, or like after lunch for sure. Mm, they French police or special forces, let's say, they arrested Pavel Durov, who is owner and CEO of Telegram. It's messenger which is not providing easy access to the special forces in whole board, including police in Europe, in United States. I know that it's not so easy to create some channels or communicate on some prohibited things in Telegram, like they blocked multiple channels about terrorism, etc., etc., and they doing probably a great job, maybe not as great as they could do, but at the same time, of course, it's well known that Telegram is the messenger where you can read some news, express your opinion without fear that all your information will be passed to government, any government in the world, including the government of your country. So it's more or less private things, especially when you communicate with some person. Um, that communication is protected, encrypted, and it's not that type of encryption like in Facebook or Microsoft products. It's really encrypted. It means that Telegram didn't share encryption keys with everyone, for sure. Or even, I'm not sure if they could even share them, because maybe they created on fly. I'm not sure if Telegram has open source. No, probably not. Let's ask. Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's start new chat. Let's say hi. So in future, artificial intelligence will kill us last. Mm, yeah, it's with one M. Messenger is to S. Is it open source? Yeah, let's see. Partial open source. Oh, it's nice that client-side code is open source actually. So if you will look at the GitHub, and if you go to GitHub, at least of Messenger desktop client based on Telegram API and the MT secure protocol. And let's see what is that secure protocol. Mobile protocol. General description, designed to access several API from application running on mobile devices. High-level component API query language, cryptographic, authorization, transport components. So yeah, they use AEC 256-bit encryption. With all type of authorization. Okay, so basically they have open sourced their messenger show all the third-party applications they're using to build that messenger. And they have even some build of Telegram which you can install from here without using any of your application for Android or iPhone. And server side, of course, it's not open source, so it's closed to public. It's used own encryption protocol. Okay, it's implemented on the server side. Is it any proof that conversation about two people in Telegram is secure? Is really secure? Let's ask that question. Two types of messaging, cloud chat and secure chats. Different significantly. And let's look at secret chats on your device and can only be decrypted by the recipient device. Telegram doesn't have access to encryption key, so even Telegram server cannot read the messages. Made some encryption protocols public. So yeah, you see, at least secret chats is a high chance that they're completely secure because their MT prota was, as we saw previously, was analyzed by independent cryptographers. But so we couldn't say for sure, but there are a lot of cases when countries try to get access to some chats to some persons, and if they didn't do any criminal, like if they're not well-known terrorist or it's not proven that they do some criminal, Telegram mostly refuses to cooperate. It's true because right now social media is a big instrument of influence, of course, much bigger than it should be. It created like to people have conversation which is other and sharing something. Now it's about controlling the information again. Okay, so and he was arrested, and Pavel Durov, who created those messenger, and now police said that he will sit in jail for 20 years because he didn't prevent enough all the crimes which people did with his messenger. Believe me, people do crimes with all type of messenger. They can do crimes even with newspapers. Like they could post some ads in newspapers, especially in those which have huge ads, and it's not cost much to send their own message, and it could be without any sense, like some aunt looking for a black cat with white symbol of heart and willing to pay for it not more than $5, for example. And it's actually could be encrypted with some simple encryption key, like changing some letters or reading some second word or reading like every 10th letter. of it, and yeah, they just put some letters inside to make some meaningful message. So again, if they even close Telegram, it doesn't say that now people couldn't send each other messages or private or encrypted messages, because they could do, encryption is the thing. You can encrypt message on your computer and send already encrypted code, which couldn't be read so easily. You just should get it and paste it in some decryption program, use your decryption key and read the message. So how you will send it, it's completely not make any sense, because anyone who get it so in the middle, you can send using Gmail or any other email. You can send with Facebook or any other messenger that message. Unless you know that code, you couldn't do with it anything. Because yeah, I know there are some supercomputers which could do some analysis, but and probably guess 256-bit code in not hundreds of years, but maybe weeks, maybe even days, but complexity is too high, and you can read or watch video about encryption. It's really very hard, even with current rate of computer power. So you couldn't do that for each message you receive, and maybe you can try to decode only messages for some specific people, not sure in the chat. Of course, it's reduce usage of such things, but I mean, people who really do crime, they will use that or whatever. They will never use some open source messages, or even if they use, of course, they could switch very quickly. It's not something preventing them to do that. But it's, like what? It's like person who invented a pen. Okay, it's not a pen. Okay, this will be a pen. It's called company Sharpie roller. Sharpie, okay? So, no, it's no light here, but it's Sharpie. So, it's like put him in jail just because someone sent messages using this pen to write some messages. And that person who invented the pen didn't done much to prevent it, you know? I know it's not completely the same, but it's much closer to what they pretend to put on him. Yeah, it's crazy. I hope it will not go into any jail. I hope that Pavel will not give up all his secrets of his application to police of France, because of course it would be shared between all the European countries, and another source of some free speech will be removed completely. And again, you send message in Telegram, or you like something in Telegram, and police come to you and say, hey, you like something stupid meme, and now you should go to jail. And Elon Musk already said that in some predictions that in 2030 in Europe, if you like something, you can be executed for that. And yeah, it's funny, but it's not funny because it's where the world is going. The same time, people still can live their lives, be happy, love their relatives, kids, parents, and so on. They will be completely happy if they removed any freedom of speech, of everything? Maybe not, but it would be really hard to do. Even now, with all of that news, at least now, it's not a catastrophe. yet, for sure. And there are many countries which not under that influence. So there are multiple places on the earth where you can still speak in freely. And even in those countries or in United States or in others, you can still speak freely about multiple things. There are just few things that you don't need to speak freely, like, I don't know, people of color, their rights of the genders. Again, I'm thinking about United States and maybe, yeah, other topics about influence of United States to the wars in the whole world, etc., etc. Yeah, actually, there are multiple things. But again, they're not critical. It's not your freedom of speech. And if you're a kind person and love everyone, all people of any gender, of any skin color, etc., you should be fine. Right now, if you fighting for like your truth, you never find, even in previous times. But yeah, hopefully they will release Pavel, and it will be not so easy for them to dictate their will over the last free speech messenger. Yes, maybe they come to some conclusion, and Telegram will be more willing to cooperate on really bad cases when its crime is proven. But I know, for example, for sure that multiple countries, let's say Russia and Ukraine and other countries, asking Telegram um, officials to remove multiple chats, which multiple channels in Telegram, which telling something which they don't like, which they think people shouldn't read, or preventing, like closing channels, some channels on territory of their countries. And as I know, Telegram did that, so at least partially, at least in Apple, yes, just to not be removed from the Apple Store. So Apple helped whoever decided that. Yeah, Apple surely much more cooperative. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. So to summarize, I'm still thinking how to combine my most recent 3 learnings from doing the streams with um, imagined way of doing my next 100 streams. And I'm still working on it. Other things that, yeah, Independence Day in Ukraine or Independence Day in Ukraine. Other thing is Pavel Durov arrest. So hopefully it all will be resolved well. For sure it will be resolved in some terms well. I wish you to make peace with yourself, in your family, with your close one, and wish you a peaceful, cozy, and charmful environment inside and outside. Invite you to join me on my tomorrow stream. See you there, hopefully. Goodbye.